Have you ever wondered how economic shocks can push ordinary people into poverty? वो लोग जो कल तक अपने लिए एक adequate lifestyle maintain कर रहे थे are now struggling to make ends meet. This is what economists call the new poor, and today we are talking about Pakistan's growing yet unaddressed class of new poor, who they are, how they emerged, एंड वॉट कैन वी डू अबाउट इट. सो कौन है ये न्यू पुअर? अगर आप अपने पेरेंट्स का रिटायरमेंट प्लान है या अगर आप कुछ पास्ट ईयर्स से सेम लाइफ गुजार रहे हैं विद द स्ट्रगल ऑफ कवरिंग योर एक्सपेंसेस इन योर करेंट इनकम, देन यू आर न्यू पुअर. Unlike the chronic poor, these individuals had a decent lifestyle before the economic shocks Pakistan has been facing in the recent years. Inflation, job losses and declining real wages are the biggest culprit of these individuals. These new poor mostly live in urban areas, work in non-agriculture sectors and are often more educated than the traditional poor. इनकी high education और jobs भी इन्हें new poor होने से बचा नहीं सकी. Here at IPRI, we did a study in which we have surveyed 398 individuals from 5 major cities to examine the socioeconomic factors behind the emergence of these new poor and evaluate the coping strategies adopted by them. The results were pretty alarming. Even after increasing their education and working longer hours, many could not escape poverty. The study has also examined the coping mechanism of these individuals. However, the effective mechanisms included reducing expenditure and financial support from friends and family. कुछ इंडिविजुअल्स ने गवर्नमेंट सोशल प्रोटेक्शन प्रोग्राम्स को भी अवेल किया, but it could not save them from being new poor. But here's the thing, most of these individuals didn't even qualify for the traditional poverty alleviation programs because they aren't considered poor, at least not officially. Sounds unfair, right? It is. Why does this matter? Well, beyond the personal struggles of millions, it has broader implications for the society. Economic vulnerability can lead to social unrest and even political instability. When people lose hope in the system, it weakens the social fabric. Now, what can the government do? Here are some key recommendations from the study. The government may facilitate these new poor by expanding employment opportunities. Government bridge कर सकती है gap between education and industrial needs by launching skill development programs and job placement services, especially for recent graduates. गवर्नमेंट इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकती है यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम फॉर अनएम्प्लॉयड यूथ एंड स्पेशली फॉर वुमेन टू प्रोवाइड temporary financial relief until they find jobs. Additionally, by revising eligibility criteria for social protection programs, existing programs like BISP need to update their criteria to include urban households earning just above the poverty line but struggling with high living costs. Also, there is a need to implement gender-inclusive policies where women, especially those employed in informal sectors, should be supported through easier access to loans and targeted financial assistance. Lastly, providing universal basic services. The government can start by offering partial subsidies in education and healthcare, ensuring that essential services remain accessible even during tough economic times. Addressing the problem of the new poor isn't just about statistics. It's about people, families trying to rebuild their lives. If you can relate to this video and want to understand the issue further, you can access our policy brief on IPRI's website. Let's keep the conversation going and push for policies that make a difference.